Where are you moving to? And why did you pick that location? How about that?
Should we just say it on the count of 3?
We're moving to...
Okay, let's do this again. I'm Jayden. This is my mom.
Well, I'm Brenda Scott. I'm Jayden's mom. Jayden phoned me one day and said, "Hey mom, want to buy a business?"
So I started working at Scoop and Save as a part-time gig after getting out of culinary school and pastry school. I was working there part-time for about 2.5 years before Janice, the owner, decided that she was getting ready to retire and she wanted to sell the store to somebody who loved the business as much as she did.
Janice knew that I was tired of where I was working and wanted to make a change, so
she decided to come to me and ask me one day if I was interested in buying the store. So I called my mom that day and said, "Guess what? You have a new job. We're buying a cake decorating store. And this is gonna be our full-time gig and this is what we're gonna do." And now 4.5 years later, here we are.
that's how we came to be the owners of Scoop and Save. It's been fun.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, sorry. It was now or before.
Basically, the challenges of just going in and all of a sudden owning a store was, I guess this is something brand new that, running a business is, learn as you go. Luckily, we had an employee that stayed with us in the very beginning that showed us all the ropes and taught us everything. And with Jayden being there beforehand already, she knew the layout of the store, what the work was to get done. And basically, we just kind of kept running it the same way and did everything the same way Janice had done, because Janice had always done such a great job and treated all her employees like family.
Yeah, she basically paved the way for us to follow. Basically, at the beginning, it was, we didn't know what we were gonna do. We walked out the last day crying because we didn't know. We laid our staff off, we closed the doors, we knew we were gonna do online orders with curbside pickup, just the 2 of us.
Yep.
I was 8 months pregnant. Who knew you'd have to live through a pandemic, right? We didn't know what we were gonna do.
And then it was kind of like, people couldn't get flour, people couldn't get sugar, people couldn't get yeast, so we're like, okay, well, let's see if we can get that stuff in, because then at least that will help out and help our sales, but it'll also help our customers because they'll see something new on the website. And that was a huge thing that we were lucky that we were able to bring in to help. Things started to kind of open up again, but
I was back to work and I was bringing my son to work every day, and you're only allowed a couple people in the store because our store is so small. So then we'd have a lineup and I felt bad for people having to wait. Like, most of our customers will come in and they mean to be 10 minutes, but they're an hour, which that wouldn't help out the people who are waiting in line. So we just felt that doing the curbside pickup was the best for now. Then we got a little bit busier and all the pickup orders were scattered across the floor.
yeah, being so small, we didn't have like a back area that we could put the pickup orders, so they were kind of running from the front door all the way down the aisles and around the corner, and then bringing in new stuff to...
Yeah, the hardest challenge with ordering is that suppliers were not making stuff, not being able to get in product. So you'd order what you could and try to order from new suppliers and get a new product and try to make something appealing for people to still shop with us and support us through this. So then new product would come in, but we'd have nowhere to put it, so it would sit on a shelf somewhere, and we knew where it was, but we were unable to have the doors open for customers to walk through.
It wouldn't have been safe.
Not
at all. Not at all.
So then that's when we kind of knew that we needed something bigger.
But that's one thing that through the whole pandemic is that we have great customers and they've kept us going where we've been able to keep our doors open. Literally.
Well, closed.
Closed but open. But yeah.
think first and foremost would be that we have outgrown
Yes.
our current location. And then secondly would be family.
Yeah.
We will actually be having a designated classroom area so that we can have classes during the day instead of after work hours. We'll be able to host more international teachers right at the store instead of having to do an off-site location, which will be an awesome experience. And then the second thing would be, it's gonna be nice that we will be able to have everything that used to be at our off storage location, is all gonna be now at one location, so you'll be able to purchase off-season stuff all year round instead of it being just a couple months before that season. We're moving to Kamloops! About a year ago, my family, my husband and I moved up to Barrier, which is about 45 minutes outside of Kamloops. With that, I was working from home, being a new mom during a pandemic. Life was crazy. Obviously, with the new grandbaby.
I was, down still at the coast and helping out, we're running the store with the girls and doing our thing, and realized that's the first time probably that we've been
Look who it is now!
that far apart from each other. So it was just like, you know what? What do we do to be closer? Well, they just moved away. They like to be in the country, so we decided, you know what? Let's look around and see what we can find, and if we find something we fall in love with, then after that we'll make the decision about moving the store. So we found a beautiful place, about 15 minutes out of Kamloops, and one of our main employees was like, you know what? I'd like to move too. So we said, you know what? You want to come up, run the store with us up country? Let's find a place up there, and we can all still be close together and run Scoop and Save from there. The pandemic taught us that we don't necessarily have to have a storefront, but we did want to have a storefront again. But anything can be shipped. It's so easy. It takes a couple days, and all it does is take is a little bit of pre-planning. And we're still available to everybody down the coast. Yes, we're gonna miss it being down on the coast as well, because we got family and stuff down there still, but it was just what worked best for our family. And we didn't want to lose Scoop and Save because we love the store, so we figured we'll move it.
I think the first thing is that this wasn't an easy decision. As much as it might look like an easy decision.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it's tough. That store's been down in the coast in Surrey and in Langley for 37 years. And it was a huge decision. But
I know people will be disappointed. I don't want to disappoint people. But we just hope that
people don't feel like we're deserting them.
Yeah.
We're still
in business.
A package away.
Yeah.
Right? Like I mean, everybody's been great through the whole pandemic, through always, and we're gonna miss a lot of people that come in all the time, but if you're in your travels and on holidays in the summertime, come up to Kamloops and visit. Yeah, it would, it's just gonna be, it'll be different, and it'll be sad.
But it'll be good.
But it'll be good.